Up now to breaking news we first talked about last night on Fox 10 News at 9.
Gulf Shores police say Philip Jones, the brother of Atlanta Falcons receiver and former Alabama standout Julio Jones, was shot last night. We're told that Philip's arm had to be amputated because of the severity of the wound.
Well, tonight we're hearing from a woman who was at the home when the shooting happened. Fox 10 News reporter Candace Murphy joining us now in the studio. Candace, you went to the scene where all of this happened. What did you find out?
Well, Bob and Lenise, the woman with whom I spoke wants to remain anonymous. She claims the shooting was an accident. It happened off Fort Morgan Road yesterday afternoon. Police arrested a man named George Sutton and identified him as the shooter. Gulf Shores police were canvassing an area off Fort Morgan Road last night where they say George Sutton shot Philip Jones in the arm. Sources say Jones' arm had to be amputated. Neighbors say they heard gunfire just before dark.
I heard a gunshot, but then nobody else believed me. And then like a couple minutes later, a bunch of police cars showed up. They kind of were like patrolling the yard and kind of making sure it was safe and stuff.
A woman who was at the home spoke with us about what happened. We agreed not to show her face.
We were sitting outside on the porch. He and I were fussing, and then Mr. Sutton, said stop, and the gun went off accidentally. He didn't mean for the gun to go off. It was a shotgun.
Did you hear the gunfire go off? Or?
I did hear that.
And what happened at that point?
Philip ran out the door.
I just heard a bunch of yelling. I was kind of freaked out because of our neighbors. Yeah, and we're really good friends with them, so.
Jones was taken to South Baldwin Urgent Care and eventually life-flighted to Sacred Heart Hospital in Pensacola. Sutton's attorney released this statement. Mr. Sutton was deeply upset when told about the extent of Mr. Jones' injury. This was a tragic accident, and he is cooperating fully with investigators. The witness says she's known Sutton for most of her life and described him as a calm, quiet man. Neighbors say they're shocked by the whole situation.
Yeah, that kind of did surprise me because, I would never think that something like that would happen right next door.
Sutton is charged with assault. Even though police say they have a suspect, the investigation is ongoing. No word at this time on Jones' condition.
And earlier today we mistakenly aired a